For the first time in days, Hong Kong on Tuesday was free of protests and free of canisters of tear gas. Instead, words were being fired. In Beijing, a spokesman for the Hong Kong office of China's government condemned what he called the protesting thugs and promised they'd be punished.
I would like to warn all these criminals, don't ever misjudge the situation and mistake our restraint for weakness. Don't ever underestimate the firm resolve and the immense strength of the central government and the people of the whole country to maintain Hong Kong's prosperity and stability and safeguard the fundamental interests of the nation.
In Hong Kong, representatives of the protesters were asked whether they thought China's army, the PLA, could be deployed from their base in the territory.
We are uncertain whether it will happen, only time could tell, but Hong Kongers will certainly react to that, and the world economy too.
The police's news conference was interrupted by a protest from Hong Kong journalists who accused them of heavy-handed tactics towards reporters. Police say they fired more than 800 tear gas canisters on Monday, almost as many as on all the previous days of protest combined. 148 people were arrested. Close to 600 people have been arrested in weeks of protests, which started against proposed changes to the extradition law and grew into wider condemnation of China's control and allegations of police brutality. As for whether the police wanted support,
can Hong Kong's police cope with these protests if they keep going with the same intensity they have been? And if you can't, would you welcome the Chinese army to come and keep law and order here?
The chief executive as well as the government official had already clearly stated the stance of the government about the deployment of the PLA. So I do not have anything to supplement.
Hong Kong's chief executive said on Monday that online rumours of PLA army involvement were aimed at dividing people and shaking confidence in her government. But she did not rule out ever requesting military help.
The streets of Hong Kong have been riot on Tuesday. Everyone, protesters and the police, is having a day of relative rest. But there will be protests on Wednesday and at the weekend, many more still. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Hong Kong.